Hi student, welcome back to my channel E-Sup English for Supplement. I hope for the first semester you can use this channel to support you study in English language. And in this second semester, I also hopefully that this channel I created more detail than before and you can use it to study. Okay, student, when we want to start our lesson, don't forget to read the regulation of an online class. Okay? Second, don't forget always use face masks, wash your hand, stay and study at home. Okay, here we go with the next chapter.
Chapter 9 The Battle of Surabaya Isa by Triwahyuni. If we want to study our online class, don't forget, always remember, use face mask or face shield. Second, stay in the distance, wash your hand, and always study at home. And the goal of this study on a chapter 9, the students are expected to be able to first identify about the historical event. The second, the student can explain about the historical event. The third, providing information about historical event. And the student must read about the rule online class. Okay, here is about the rule on online class. Next, we go to reading comprehension. It is about written text. On the next reading that we will have to discuss, it is about November 10. We all celebrate about Heroes Days. Why do you think the Hero Day took in a special date? Okay. And then the next, you must discuss with your partner, come to a conclusion why the date has become a special, and after that, read through the passage and check whether your conclusion is the same with the reason stated in the text. Okay, here we go with the text. Reading text. On November 10, Indonesians celebrate Hari Pahlawan or Heroes Day in remembrance of the Battle of Surabaya, which started on the every date in the years 1945. The bloody battle took place because Indonesians refused to surrender their weaponry to British Army. The British Army at that time was part of the Allied force. The Divan Bung Tomo is well-known revolutionary leader who played in a very important role in this battle. It all started because of the misunderstanding between British troops in Jakarta and those in Surabaya under the command of Brigadier A.W.W.S. Malaby. The Brigadier Malaby already had an agreement with Governor of the East Java, Mr. Surya. The agreement stated that British would not ask Indonesian troops and militia to surrender their weapons. However, a British plane from Jakarta dropped leaflets all over Surabaya. The leaflet told Indonesians to do otherwise on October 27, 1945. This action angered the Indonesian troops and the military leaders because they felt betrayed. Okay, the next. On October 30, 1945, Brigadier Malaby was killed as he was approaching the British troops posted near the Jembatan Merah or Red Bridge, Surabaya. There were many reports about the death, but it was widely believed that Brigadier was murdered by Indonesian militia. Looking at the situation, Lieutenant General Sir Philip Christensen brought the reinforcement to siege in the city. In the early morning of the November 10, 1945, British troops began to advance into Surabaya with cover for the both naval and air bombardment. Although the Indonesian defend the city historical, the city was conquered within 3 days and the whole battle lasts for the 3 weeks. In total, between 6,000 and 16,000 Indonesians died, while consulates of the British side were about 600 to 2000. Battle of Surabaya caused Indonesia to lose weaponry with the harbored the country's independence struggle. However, the battle provoked Indonesian and international mass to rally for the country's independence, which made the battle especially important for Indonesian national revolution. Adapted from here is the source. Okay, after you read this reading text about the battle in Surabaya, we know that the text above is talking about a recount. Recount in here is talking about pengalaman yang terjadi pada saat itu. Contohnya adalah seperti diaries, letter postcard, journal, autobiographies, biographies, or anything related with story or historical recount. Jadi menceritakan tentang pengalamannya. Okay, in this chapter, you should studying historical recount. Jadi dalam chapter ini kita mempelajari tentang historical recount. Do you know how the historical recount is told or written? Similar to other types of recount, historical recount usually started with orientation. Yang dimulai pada waktu membuat historical recount itu adalah orientationnya dulu, kemudian series eventnya apa nanti di garis bawah dari bacaan tersebut di atas ya, kemudian reorientation. Oke. Dari orientation itu meliputi who, siapa tokoh di dalam cerita tersebut, kemudian what, apa yang diceritakan. Jadi kalau di situ adalah who-nya adalah Bung Tomo ya, terus ada lagi Malabi, kemudian di sini ada what, apakah event yang di dalam tersebut itu apa. Jadi tentang apa, kalau di situ adalah tentang perang di Surabaya. Kemudian when, kapan terjadinya, 10 November. Where itu lokasinya di mana? Di Surabaya. Oke, itu caranya membuat historical recount. The series of event are present in order. Jadi urutan ceritanya itu dimulai dari awal kenapa sampai terjadi perang yang ada di Surabaya 10 November. Oke. A series of event are presented in order they really happen, yang benar-benar terjadi. The recount end with the orientation which state personal comment about the event. Jadi di bawahnya tersebut ada reorientation tentang event tersebut. Oke. Di sini dibuat dalam bentuk bagan supaya kalian lebih hafal. Oke. To make you easier to understand about how the battle of Surabaya happened. Oke. Di sini ada orientation, kemudian series eventnya, kemudian reorientation. Oke. Yang pertama adalah orientation, itu ada who, what, when, where. Oke. The bloody battle took place in. Nah, ini adalah orientationnya. Kemudian series eventnya adalah yang di sini adalah disebut adalah Governor of Java and Brigadier Malebe made an agreement. Eventnya ada di Indonesia, kemudian tentang misunderstanding, kemudian ada menyebarkan leafletnya itu di wilayah Surabaya, kemudian Indonesian personnya itu bagaimana kondisinya, Brigadier Malebe bagaimana, kemudian the British Army battle-nya terjadi seperti apa, and the last reorientation stating the person comment about the event. Nah, the Battle of the Surabaya awake Indonesian and international people to support the Indonesian National Revolution. Nah, di sini ada reorientation yang terakhir. Ini bagaimana cara kita membuat recount event. Jadi tidak selalu tentang pahlawan, bisa jadi tentang bagaimana pengalaman kalian di your last year, for example, your experience in 2020. Okay, next. We go to language focus about past. We're talking about past, okay? Okay, in here we're talking about simple past. Simple past in this theory we using to be and using verb. The first is using to be. The example is for positive, negative, and also into interrogative. Okay, di sini menggunakan was atau were. Kalau jumlahnya subjeknya lebih dari satu, we using were. Kalau subjeknya tunggal, kita menggunakan was. Contohnya, there were students. They were not friends. Were they friends? Nah, seperti itu. Kemudian kalau menggunakan verb, di sini bisa menggunakan regular dan bisa menggunakan irregular. Kalau yang regular, verbnya itu biasanya berakhiran dengan ed. Kalau yang irregular itu berubah bentuk. Jadi di sini adalah contohnya she worked yesterday. She bought a new car last week. Kemudian dirubah dalam bentuk negatif. She didn't work yesterday. Verbnya kembali ke verb 1 karena di sini sudah ada keterangan yang menunjukkan pasnya adalah did. Oke, okay? She didn't work yesterday. She didn't buy a new car. Oke, okay? Next yang interrogatif demikian juga. Did she work yesterday atau did she buy a new car last week? Nah, di sini ya ada beberapa contoh berikutnya dalam bentuk dialog. Oke. Okay? Next, ini adalah penggunaan dari past. Past itu bisa berfungsi sebagai to express complete action in the past. Jadi, I saw a ghost last Friday. Ini adalah complete action in the past ya. Jadi menceritakan tentang kejadian yang lampau. Kemudian series of complete action in the past. Ini series ya. I finished work, walked to the beach and found a new nice place. I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. Ya, ini adalah series complete action in the past. Setelah bekerja, saya berjalan-jalan di pantai dan menemukan pantai yang bagus. Okay, next, express habit in the past, kebiasaan lampau. When I was young, I watched a lot of television every after school. Jadi ketika saya masih muda, saya selalu nonton TV pulang sekolah. Oke, next the last itu adalah stative verb have, own, be, think, know, dislike, need, owe, or wish. Oke, I had a small cottage in a wood. Jadi saya mempunyai. Maksudnya demikian. Next, this is the example, simple past in a short dialogues. What did you do yesterday? I met my friend at the park. What did you have for dinner? Where did you go after school? Who did you give that book to? What time did you wake up? How long did it take to drive here? What movie did you see? Where did you buy that? Nah, ini contoh-contoh adalah short dialogue. Kalian bisa melengkapi apa yang ditanyakan. Jadi questionnya ada di A and the answer yang B. Okay. Next, this is the example about short dialogue or about discussion using in a past verb. Okay, you can practice it with your friends uh, who become Robert and who become Alice. Okay, here is time word that you use in a past, ago, last, or yesterday. Where did you go yesterday? Jadi kata-kata atau keterangan waktu yang biasa dipakai dalam past itu adalah ago, kemudian last, kemudian yesterday. Contohnya di sini, where did you go yesterday? Oke, kemudian nextnya adalah the flight left last night. Ini yang last. Last night, last week ada last night. Kemudian yang terakhir adalah they didn't come 2 weeks ago. Dia tidak datang 2 minggu yang lalu. Oke. Next yang selanjutnya adalah kalimat di sini yang namanya past itu mempunyai verb ada dua macam. Semua bisa pakai verb dua macam. Ada yang regular, ada yang irregular. Regular itu beraturan. Biasanya diakhiri dengan ed. Seperti work menjadi worked, study menjadi studied, seperti itu. Itu termasuk di regular. Kalau yang irregular itu berubah atau tidak berubah sama sekali bentuknya. Misalnya go menjadi went, buy menjadi bought, take become took, came, have, had, eat, ate, Drink, drank. Yeah. There are many irregular verbs you should know, so you will need to start learning them now. Oke, contohnya, I arrived late last night. Ini regular karena ada id-nya di sini. She played tennis yesterday. Oke, played ini adalah regular. Verb aslinya adalah play, kemudian bentuknya menjadi bentuk kedua menjadi played. Oke. It sound difficult to me. It sound difficult to me. Ya, seperti itu. Kemudian contoh yang irregular. I flew to Paris last week. Bentuk pertamanya adalah fly. Oke. Yang ini, you bought a new hat yesterday. Bought bentuk pertamanya adalah buy. He went to the store a few hours ago. Nah, di sini bentuk pertamanya adalah go. Oke. Yang berikutnya, we thought about you. Thought bentuk pertamanya adalah think. Oke. You came by train last week. Ya, bentuk pertamanya adalah come. Sama. Oke, ini yang bisa kalian pelajari seperti yang di depan tadi juga sudah kita pelajari. Oke, I hope you understand what I explained to you. Okay, now we go to reflection. Before you do your exercise or before you take a test, you must read about this reflection. First, do you know how to tell or how to write about historical recount? Ya, seperti yang sudah dijelaskan Bu Yuni tadi di depan kan. Oke, orientation, kemudian state event or series event, and then the last reorientation. Okay, next number 2, do you give your information about who, where, when at the beginning? Oke, ini yang dipertanyakan kalau kalian mau membuat a historical recount. Kemudian, do you tell or write the event in the order what happened? Okay, number 4, do you have personal comment to end the historical recount? Nah, di sini harus ada personal comment-nya, pendapat pribadi, tapi yang masuk akal. Okay. Can you explain the function of the recount text? Nah, ini apakah bisa menjelaskan fungsinya dari recount text? And then the last, where do you think you can find about the recount text? Okay, this is the end of our discussion about chapter 9. Hopefully you understand what I explained to you, and goodbye.
Okay, student, this is the last of our explanation. Hopefully, this vlog can useful for you. Okay, don't forget to join on a GC and also Gmeet if your teacher asking for that. Okay, see you for the next ESAP.